pond. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome. Welcome. All right. Well, we got a little bit to talk about today. Not a whole bunch, but we are getting ready for our Cyan Beach excursion to beat the heat. Look at that cute little guy we got on the team. Got more candy, which is good because I desperately need candies. That is one thing that we are slacking on. So we definitely need some more of those. You might think I'm crazy for having Mudkip on the team, but you know, yeah, I know, maybe it'll make sense here in a bit once I explain why. For now, I am hoping for a skill trigger from Suicune. No, I think I've gotten 3 today so far. I need more. We are very obviously building a berry bomb for Cyan Beach EX when it gets here. But yeah, see? You already figured it out. It's because it's water. I was going to evolve it, but it immediately turns to ground type once it's evolved, and then I realized it doesn't really matter if it's evolved or not. There's only one thing that matters, and that's what level it is. So I kind of did a thing, and I got it to level 60. All the way from level 14. So, yeah. Used like 1,900 candies, something like that. Took me about 500,000 dream shards to get it there, but you know, the level is all that matters for the berry bomb. So let's hope it pays off. I'm sure it will. So far things are looking good, but we'll recap the berry bomb later on. For now, I am just hoping that Suicune is getting skill triggers, and I am feeding it energy pillows every now and then just to keep its energy somewhat decently high. I was trying to run Palmot instead for a little while to keep energy high, but we're on EX green grass. I didn't get Greppa berries, so it wasn't working out too well. So went ahead and took Palmot off the team, and just gonna use some energy pillows because I had 6 of them. So we'll use them here and there as needed. But definitely gonna get ready for that Crystal Beach. Wow, nope, you're the Crystal. Cyan Beach, that's the one. Definitely gonna get ready for Cyan Beach and hopefully do something good. I am still cooking, even though we're not really doing anything too crazy this week in terms of recipes, but I am cooking just the fancy apple juice because all Suicune brings me is apples. So every meal I'm just burning all the apples I have and calling it a day. And we're going to be done with it at that point because there's nothing we can do. Extra tasty. No, sadness. That's going to be what, 7,000? Nope, 5,000. Yeah, yikes. Okay, only 5,000. Leveled it up though. Who knows, maybe by the end of the week it'll be level 70. That'd be great. I did, but you know what? That candy boost we put to good use on the Latias. I did think about putting Latias on the team just to feed into that Dragonberry, but I wanted to get another Pokemon with Berry Bomb on here. I am trying to go with the fully loaded Berry Bomb. So we're trying it out this time. We're gonna see what happens. All right. Let's jump into the sleep report, see if we got anything interesting. I didn't really catch anything interesting Sunday night, or Monday morning, I should say. I did get 300 and something thousand dream shards, because I used the luck incense, so that was nice. But then immediately spent them on Mudkip, level 60. But can't complain about that. It's level 60 shiny Mudkip with BFS. Actually caught something last night. Was it that Torterra? That is a lot of slumbering, but still somehow balanced. Okay. 28.9 million. Ooh. BFS Noibat. That's cool. That's pretty good. Was everything else good? Everything else what we want to see on the Noibat? Doesn't look like we're going to have anything worth catching, though. Sadly. Also, Hannah with the 7-stream streak. Let's see. Yeah, nothing really worth catching. We're gonna see if anything's hungry. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna check to see if anything's hungry. Nope, nothing is hungry. Well, yeah, that's amazingly bad. Nothing hungry. Guess we're just gonna feed the shuppet and move on. We're not gonna catch anything today. All right, well, sadness. Big sadness. Y'all are gonna get some shuppet candy. That's what y'all are gonna get. I miss the candy flowers already. That candy boost flower was super nice. Also, we are gonna pick up a few more dream shards thanks to dream shard bonus on the team. So it'll help recoup some of the cost I lost. However, I do really need to power up. Since we're really using him, I really need to level this guy up, but I just have no candies at all. I was really hoping to get him to 60, but there's nothing that I have, and I don't think that amount of handy candies is going to get me very far. Plus, it seems kind of a waste to drop a large handy candy on for alligator. I have no water type candies. 0. Which is fair. I mean, ain't no point in powering something up if it's not a good one. Hi, Nomad. I knew you would weasel your way back. What's up, buddy? Hey, nice. That's a big, big milestone for a Blastoise. Wody, what's up? Let's see if he will behave. Yep. Some of them I do use immediately. Not too many, but some of them. Yeah, pretty much. Let me actually go back and show you what I caught, because they were also not very eventful for me. Date registered. Yeah, caught this yesterday. Not great. Need a berry finding one to be better than what we have already. Monferno. I only caught it because it was hungry and easy to catch. Almost good. Actually, this one I think I did want to rate. I was kind of curious how this would stack up. So let's go take a look. Let's go take a look real quick. Because this one could be one of those ones that surprises us. I doubt it, but it's possible. We've got sleep XP bonus, inventory up, L, skill trigger M, helping speed M, ingredient finder M, and AAB with a naughty nature. Reality sucks. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't like reality. There it is. And then for Berry Burst, we're going total strength on Berry Burst. Yeah. See, this is kind of what I expected. I expected it to be just okay. Yeah, BFS would definitely make this significantly better. If it had BFS instead of Sleep XP bonus, I imagine that would make a world of difference. A world of difference. For example, this looks like it's going to settle around 50. Let's just go ahead and cancel that. Calculate with berry finding. Hundo. Almost had us a hundo if it had been berry finding. But no, we can't have nice things. Not around here. So that's unfortunate. But it is what it is. Sadness. But I kind of knew it wasn't going to be that good. This one also not great. Yeah. It's not. This one, we just changed berry finding, or sleep XP to berry finding, just to see if it was a what if. It's not the real one. So this one is actually rated like 50. But yeah, terrible. Also pretty terrible. Let's see. Also not great. Helping bonus is nice, but without berry finding doesn't do what we need. Berry finding, skill trigger, skill level up, helping speed, and skill trigger again. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Speed up, chance down. Yeah, that would be pretty good. See, this Piplup though, this one does have berry finding. This one might actually be decent. This might be decent. ABA. Sleep XP, berry finding. Ingredient, we don't care for. Inventory is nice, helping speed. Jolly nature. Could be good. Is not. It's not as good as I'd hoped it would be. I really was hoping that ingredient down would be very nice. A very nice boost. Yeah, it just doesn't have any speed. That's the problem. There's no speed. That's really good. I mean, it's a little unfortunate main skill chance down because extra helpful on a berry specialist is pretty nice, but still pretty good. Well, see, you took all my luck, so at least one of us got some good luck out of all this. Yeah, this is sadly not as good as I want. 2 Piplups? Piplups? Let me see. Yep, still no good. This was the best one we found. And that's the shiny. Yeah, so a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. What you got on them Piplups? Let's take a look-see doodles. Probably would be better production comparison, to be honest. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and put them at level 50. We got ABC on the first one. Let's see, skill trigger S. Skill level up. Berry finding. Skill trigger M. Helping speed M. Jolly nature. Ooh. Okay, there's one. Ooh, I have a feeling this second one is probably gonna be the better of the two. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Berry finding S, helping speed M. Ingredient finder, Garbo. Skill trigger M. Research XP bonus, Docile. All right, let's see. Let's see here. Super original. Let's see. They're both basically the same number of skill triggers per day. Second one, more strength on the daily at 50. I have a feeling the second one's gonna outperform pretty much the entire time. It does get very close. Oh wow, level 80 makes a huge difference. Well, there you go. There's your question. Are you willing to put up with a little worse until you get to 80 when it gets significantly better? That's the question. And then let's go to let's just say we're at Cyan Beach. That is true. That is true, but and at the end of the day, you're only talking about a 13,000 strength per day difference. So, in a lot of ways, they're kind of the same. And at level 50, they pretty much do the same thing. And getting to level 80, big difference, big jump. Big jump. That's true. That is true. Let's go ahead and bump that all the way up. Just max it out for both of them. Yeah, 7,000 difference between the two of them at level 80. Jeez, that was a big difference there. No, 8,000. Just looked like a big difference because it was 6 figures. Yeah, I mean, once you get to 50, they're pretty much the same. They are pretty much the same once you get to 50. And then at 80, A pulls ahead. Here's the real question. The real question is, what is the probability of catching a better one? And what does a max strength look like? That's the real question. Let's just look at berries alone. It is, yeah, for sure. Bye, Nomad. So at level 50, your chance of catching a better one is 2.15%. 2.15. However, a difference of 8K at level 50. However, you're not going to be catching Pokemon at level 50, so realistically at 10 to 25, you're really looking at a 35% chance of catching a better one. So, this is the jolly one, yeah. It's 80. You're probably gonna catch a few before you catch a better one, most likely. But the next one you catch could always be better. Odds are it's gonna be a minute. 2% is 1 in 50. So realistically, not actually going to be 1 in 50, but if it were truly you needed to catch 50 to get a better one, that's what you're looking at. Problem is, you could catch that 1 in 50 after only catching 3 more. You never know. Yeah, nah. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's what I would do. I wouldn't invest in it until you need it. That's what I would recommend with any investment. Don't invest in it until you need it. Hey, another 3,000 strength gained. Nice. And then I don't believe there was any new news. I mean, there was, but it's just bug fixes, so nothing crazy. Yo, what's up, Kai? Uh-oh. Kai done got. I don't even see Kai in chat to fix it. Kai's back. Oh, that's the worst. The caps lock got him. You fixed it? Appreciate it. Three community reports. Not bad. Not bad. And see, that's super annoying. I have the pre-roll ads turned off. So the fact that you got one immediately when you jumped in is super annoying. I don't know why Twitch is like this. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I would much rather the ads come like an hour later, not immediately. And then also, if you're gonna do it anyway, why even ask me if I want them on or off? Hey, appreciate it. We do it so that Nomad can have food. That's what it's all about. Making sure that skinny boy over here gets fed. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just prepping for Cyan Beach and hoping that I get skill triggers as often as possible and not apples, but Suicune ain't cooperating today. Not even a little bit. 8K from 8 spawns. Poetic. Love it. But let's take a look at this berry bomb, see what it's looking like for right now. It's not going to be too great on Mudkip because I just put it on the team today, but still not bad. Still not bad. Respectable. I'm going to save you for last. You've been on the team the longest. Actually, you'll be second to last. I also just put this one on the team because I was running Vaporeon for a hot minute to get some random ingredients for cooking, but that didn't work out that well. So, yeah. This one also been on the team only today. Not bad. Not bad. We still have a week and a half, a little over a week and a half until Cyan Beach anyway. So we're doing all right. Second to last actually going to be Blastoise. It's a lot of milk. Way too much milk, but not surprising. But Blastoise is on the team because it's helping bonus and level 60 berries. So with the good sleep day bonus. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get with a good sleep day bonus, but that's actually a good point. That means this Yeah, that means this strategy is going to work out for me pretty well, because I'll get this multiplied. Even though I'm only getting like 70 to 80 sleep score per day. However, big boy here. That's a lot of berries. That's a lot of berries. I'm actually slightly concerned that we might max out his inventory before it's all over. I would like to collect those sausages if I can, just to get them out of there. Appreciate it. That's the concern, is that if I get the sausages, I'm also gonna get some of the berries. I cleared out some sausage. Not as much as I wanted, but some. But yeah, that's the state of the berry bomb right now. Looking pretty decent. I don't know. I might. Depends on if this guy right here cooperates with me. Over 2 weeks? I was about to say, like, it may not be likely, but it is possible, because we're getting potentially 33 berries every time this Suicune triggers. Potentially. Now, realistically, we're probably getting like 24 berries, maybe 21 berries every time it triggers, because this Feraligatr does a decent enough job of bringing in ingredients. Even though I would like for it to not do that, it does have a decent amount that it brings in. So realistically, probably more like 24 berries every time this thing triggers. And cap is 99, so that's almost 40 skill triggers, which, you know what? Yeah, I probably won't max it out then. It is $9.99, which means I probably won't max it out unless we just get really good rolls on how many berries Feraligatr brings in every time. But we'll see. If it's not maxed, I'm thinking it will probably be at least 700. Let's see, quick and dirty math. Assuming we bring in 24 instead of 33. So I think we're also only getting like, how many skill triggers per day does this Suicune give us? Let's see. Because I think on average it's not that much. It might only be 4. Might only be 4. Also, I did have a question that one of you might be able to help me out on. For this random bonus that we're getting for green grass, that does not apply to Suicune skill triggers, correct? It's only the natural spawning, the natural production of ingredients, correct? Okay, that's what I thought. I just second guessing myself. The thing I'm best at. Okay, so I need to actually fix this Suicune. I didn't have it up to date. I wish I could upgrade that inventory up, because being stuck at only 23 inventory means that I have to check the game like every hour and a half, 2 hours. But it is what it is. Okay. So on average, this Suicune triggers 3.46 times per day. We've got, let's see, 14 days times 3. So that's 42, and assuming that it brings in 24 every time, that is 1,000 berries. That's 1,000. So yeah, it is possible. I think you're 100% right, Ace. It's unlikely, but it is possible. I do also need to Now that you reminded me about it, I need to upgrade my area bonus for Greengrass Expert Mode. I don't remember. Fair play. Thank you for the hydration, Jay. Where are the area bonuses? There we go. All map bonuses. Greengrass Expert should be 65 now. No Hooper again. I'm just glad that there was a voice acting mod for Final Fantasy VII that allowed us to do that. Which I really hope they keep that part in part 3. Yes, 65%. 65% and maxed out everywhere else. Also, look at that record. Master 16. I feel like if I had Blastoise at 60 before the beginning of last week, I might have been able to get really close to Master 20, if not up to 20, because I would have been able to take it off the team and get a Berry Finder on there. And if we had gotten all 3 extra tasties on Sunday, I think we could have got close. Yeah, they better, or we riot, because it is an integral part. But also, not to deviate too much, it seems like they are very much changing his personality to not be the same person he was in the original, and I don't know how I feel about that. To me, that would be like making Waka not Waka if they remade 10, and getting rid of his dislike, shall we say, of the Albed. Yeah, I'm concerned that that's what they're doing. Do I have it set to only once per stream? It should be one per or not even one per person. It should just be on a cooldown timer. See, now you're getting me to do things that I've forgotten how to do. It's been a long time since I've had to mess with these. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have it set on a... I don't think I have it set to only once per stream. It's a cooldown? Yeah, it should be a cooldown. Oh, yeah. What's he gonna do? If only there were tea in here. Sadly, this is... You know what? We ain't showing brands. They don't pay me. We don't show brands unless we get paid around here. I mean, that would be nice. I am really hoping, speaking of Cyan Beach, I'm really hoping that we are going to get another water type to go along with it. I would really love to see Azumarill, so we can finally get a water type healer in this game. That is the one thing this team is missing, is a water type healer to take the place of Palmot. That would be super swell if we could get that, you know? I would love that. But no, we can't have nice things around here. There are also a bunch of other potential water type healers that we could have. Lapras, for example, could be a water type healer. Tapu Fini, if that's the right Tapu, that would be nice. Yeah, definitely want relaxing tickets if you're sending a legendary. What's up, Onyx? Fini is the right Tapu. Yep, see? Sometimes I remember stuff. It is legendary. Yeah. But it has Aqua Ring. And that's all it needs, right? It just needs Aqua Ring? That could be its main skill. Aqua Ring. Energy for everyone. On steroids. Now I'm sad. Martin left me and I'm sad. I'm in my emotions. Yeah, but I want it for the water type healer. Hoping that Cyan Beach EX comes with a water type healer. Azumarill is what we predicted in the past. Could be a potential water type healer, but there are other options. I'm just, of course, struggling to think of them at the moment. Because Smooth Brain has set in hard today. Let me tell y'all, when I was at work today, the foggiest of smooth brains all day. All day. I'm getting fired tomorrow after my smooth braining. That's what's happening. It would make a lot of sense. The question is, who else would we want to see as a water type healer? Because that's where we really start to get to having some fun. I mean, because I could see those two. Strangely enough, I could see Dugong being a water type healer, but I doubt we're gonna get Dugong in the game. I just had a really smooth brain. The foggiest brain with all the smoothness is what I had today, and I was just messing up left and right. Funny enough, Politoed I could see being a water type healer in this game. Magikarp? You're probably right. Probably would be. That's what it was. Ludicolo. I could see Ludicolo being a good healer for either grass or water. Nice. Did you win? I mean, honestly, that sounds like a no. Ooh. That is the question. It would have to change. No, it's water grass the whole way through. So it wouldn't change based on evolution. It would be something else for us to have to spend sleep points on for an Evo item, though. So they might do it just to charge us for it. Nice, won the last game. 1 and 2 for the day. Hey, at least you won one. You won the last one. That's the important one. Doesn't matter if you lose all the others. You just can't go to bed without winning. That's always unfortunate. Or hold on to them for when you need them. Yeah, it's crazy how some people just make it through and never get any repercussions. I would love to see Ludicolo, though. Give us a little bit more movement on the screen, but they would definitely have to make him dance while he's standing around here rather than just stand here, because, I mean, look at this. Like, yeah, this is cool, but this is definitely the coolest one because there's motion to it. The others are just like, they're here. But Ludicolo dancing around the screen, that would be fantastic. Come on, man. Also, yes, Milotic would be a really good healer, too. You know, I was gonna say cast form could be really interesting in this game, but it would have to be change forms depending on which island you went to. But I would much rather see them implement a weather system into this game. I think that would be fantastic. I think it would be a great way to differentiate every player's island every week, because I would love to see it like this. Here's my grand vision, okay? I would love to see the weather system come in and everyone's weather is different. So you and I could both go to Cyan Beach, but the weather that I have this week on my Cyan Beach is different from the weather you have. And the weather can affect the spawns, it can affect catch rates, it can affect the amount of candies. I don't know what it would affect because I haven't really dug into like what all I want the weather to do, but I would love to see the weather do things to make the islands different, because then we could be in a point where our area bonuses are maxed out. However, we could be like, oh, I want to go to Cyan Beach this week, but the weather on Taupe is very favorable for what I'm hunting. Let me actually go to Taupe instead. I want to see meaningful decisions rather than just one island or another. I want to see meaningful changes that allow for important decisions. I would love to see it. Love to. But the question is, which weather do you do? Do you just stick with all the same weather that, like Pokemon Go did, for instance? That's a pretty solid weather system. Do you try to pull directly from the mainline games and stick with that? Exactly. Let's do that. Let's just do Animal Crossing with weather. Or with Pokemon. Let's do Animal Crossing with Pokemon. That's what we need. I feel like they made that game recently. But why can't we have it on mobile? You know? Why not? Like to know what you're going to get ahead of time? Also, I just saw your message about Halloween decorations. They're everywhere. I'm seeing them everywhere already. They were everywhere right after July 4th. Nomad, what are you doing, buddy? Yes, I know. I don't know. I kind of like the surprise, to be honest with you. I like the surprise. But that's why at the end of every week, I try to prep ingredients for all 3 meals just to make sure I can at least make something regardless of what I roll. I mean, it's far away, but also not that far away. Buddy, what are you doing? I need you to stay still. Pick somewhere and stay there, please. Well, that sucks. I'm surprised the MRI couldn't see it. I'm hoping I don't end up in that same boat, because this thing here, I don't know, like some days it feels significantly bigger than others. But it definitely feels bigger than last time. Because last time the doctor checked it out, he was like, yeah, it's about half a centimeter. And this does not feel like half a centimeter anymore. Oh, that's odd. On the tendon? That's very odd. I mean, at least you can remove it though. That's good. It sucks that that's what you got to do, but it's good that you can. Yeah. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Just getting ready for Cyan Beach. No, nothing yet. My appointment's not till a few more weeks from now. Hoping that, you know, somebody cancels and I can get in sooner, but as of right now, we're just playing the waiting game. Then we got to play the waiting game again to see when I can get in for an MRI. But other than that, we just chilling, seeing what goes on. Not stressing about it one bit, because stressing ain't gonna do nothing to help, you know? Just is what it is. Do the best we can every day and move on. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hopefully you get the luck that you have been missing. Just taking one last look through this water Pokemon list. What are we gonna do if we get Volcanion? What's gonna happen there? That would be silly. Volcanion. They were super stoked about Volcanion, dropped it, and then like within 2 days, no one cared about Volcanion anymore. And you never hear about it. Which is really disappointing. Yeah, I could see that. And they would work as healers too. He's in Pokepoia. I still don't know how to pronounce the name of that game, right? Palafin. Palafin could be an interesting water type healer too. I doubt it because he's more of a physical attacker. Dondozo would also make sense. I think Dondozo would make sense as a water type healer in this game. Pokopia, is that right? Pokecopia? Pokecraft. Sharpedo would be cool. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. Dondozo, Mantine, Lapras, Azumarill. Those are kind of the 4 that I think would make a really good water type healer. Just at my quick glance through this list. Rotom Wash would be funny. If we got Rotom in the game, that'd be funny either way. I think Lapras could make sense because the Gigantamax form. It has the, or am I thinking of Perish Song? Maybe I'm thinking of Perish Song. Ew. Sparkling Aria. Is that the healing? That might be it. Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking of. I haven't really used Lapras. I just see it whenever the computer uses it. Life Dew. Magikarp would be good, but it definitely wouldn't be a healer. Gyarados would absolutely not be a healer. Almost guaranteed to be a berry specialist. But yeah, there is potential. There's potential for a water type healer. And I would love to see it with Cyan Beach. That would be nice. Alomomola. Oh, yeah. I somehow missed that one entirely when I was going through this list. Like I said, I was very, very briefly skimming through. Mythicals, though. That's the problem with them. Yeah, Poplio could. Definitely could be. I don't know. There's some interesting stuff. But anyway, I can feel this starting to get irritated already. Because it's been like that even before we started. But yeah, I am preparing for Cyan Beach, getting the berry bomb together. Can we get sent off with a skill trigger? Nope, we cannot. Sadness, the biggest sadness. But hopefully we can at least get, I would love to hit cap for Alligator. Hopefully we can get close to cap with the others. Unlikely to happen since they got a later start, but who knows? But we'll just keep an eye on it, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for hanging out and joining me for this. It has been fun as always. But I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a great evening, day, night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. And until next time, later, dudes. What's up, Jassy?